that mountain behind me, that is Le Morne, and today I'm going to climb it. Morne Brabant is a peninsula at the extreme southwestern tip of Mauritius on the windward side of the island. It's highlighted by this enormous basaltic monolith with a summit of 556 meters above sea level. The summit covers an area of over 12 hectares. So this is probably one of the most famous hikes in Mauritius just because of its immensely beautiful landscape. I mean, you've got this rock face that just juts out of this peninsula and it is quite spectacular. When you start the hike, you'll notice there is a book. Do sign in because then it'll make sure that everybody knows where you are. Sign out when you finish the hike so that everyone knows that you've completed the hike safely, because it's all about safety first. Today I'll be exploring this mountain with my two Aussie friends, Alison and Justin, because of course you should not be hiking this mountain solo. So the start of the hike is going to look something like this. You're basically in a forest and it's a very nice, gentle, meandering start to the walk. In fact, this part here you can take children. It is perfectly accessible for them. As you get to the second part, this is where it starts getting interesting, because here you're going to have to start really climbing up the mountain. It gets quite steep in parts and you're going to have to use your hands, use your feet and clamber up that rocky face. You're almost using the rocks as a ladder, which is why I can't stress enough, you must come here when it's dry, because if it's rained, it's going to be very dangerous, very slippery. On that note, the best time to come and hike here would be between June and September, when the temperatures are much cooler. Right, we are doing this. Heading up the dangerous part of the climb at Le Morne. This part looks more serious. Precarious, that's a beautiful word. I was searching for that. See, that's why I have friends with me, because they know how to talk.
Changed terrain, hasn't it? Just from that point.
Yep. Yeah, it's got a lot more serious here. Wow, look at that. Just incredible landscape here. Whew. And as one can expect, the higher you climb, the better the views get. And here's that difficult section that I mentioned earlier, where basically you're clambering up the rock face. Just watch out for small bits, huh?
Yep.
Ooh, this is the hectic part.
Awesome. A tough climb, but we're good. A little bit to go.
Let's do it.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting going down.
You betcha.
This section here is actually a whole lot steeper than it looks. On the way back, we've got to go all the way back down that piece. That's going to be interesting. Look at that view. Absolutely extraordinary. Don't know where to look. That's for sure. I don't think you get better than that anywhere in the world, really. Just gotta go up that bit there and then over. And as one climbs up this dramatic mountain, it's not difficult to understand why it was put onto the esteemed UNESCO World Heritage Site list in 2008. Interesting to note as well that it was closed to the public shortly thereafter and only finally reopened in 2016. Oh, made it to the top.
Finally.
But I have to say it was it was difficult in parts.
Little bit.
I mean, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's quite a few drops. and it's going to be very interesting going down.
Yes, a little bit nervous, but I think we'll be fine.
In fact, the going down part is, yeah. And we did it in good time as well, 1
Absolutely.
hour, 40 minutes.
Yep.
So for us oldies,
Yeah.
he's a pro. But yeah,
First timers, we're newbies.
first timers, not
Yeah.
bad. This is also a place of great historical significance because the slaves would come here in the 18th century and they'd hide out in these isolated caves on the mountain. They basically seek refuge from the Europeans. And now time for the descent. Down we go. Yeah. But you know what? It actually wasn't that bad. You just slide down on your backside and all is okay.
There we go. All good. Heading down the steep part.
Yeah.
Yay.
13, 20. So if you do want to come and hike here, don't forget to bring some water, some snacks, suntan lotion, a hat, and of course mozzie repellent, and you'll be good to go. It's a fantastic hike. If you're looking for a guided tour of the mountain, do check out Explorers Mauritius. Look, we made it, guys. Brilliant. So that was the fabulous Le Morne. Finally did it. We took our time, but you know, it's important to be safe. And of course I took loads of photos, but I highly recommend it. It really is a fabulous mountain. There are stretches, probably in 3 parts, which are maybe a little bit scary, but all in all, wow, such a great journey up there.
I wonder how this night will be. The apple does not fall from the tree. She said I almost died a week ago. I lost my will, I thought I let